everybody's Jacob. This priest Yazar, Ahdarath, Sharp Levi. I'm about to head out real quick. Shabbat Shalom. I'm about to head out to get some work done. But just video or introduction on the called I Will Never Forget series. And this series will be about certain events that happened with us Israelites, in the past, victories, defeats, and personal victories and defeats in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because dates and times are important, and it really shows you how far we came and how distant we are. So I guess I'll start it off with certain events, and then I guess I'll start out with certain events, and then I'm gonna have certain events in each video, so dates and stuff or times that I remember. So I'm gonna start with I'm just gonna read some things in Hebrews 11 about certain events. This is Hebrews 11:4. By faith, Abel offered to God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, through which he obtained that he was righteous, God testifying of his gifts, and through it, he being dead still speaks. With that saying, what I get from that is, the spirit that was on Abel, or aura that Abel gave off when offering to the Most High, or sacrifice to the Most High, was more in the spirit of the Most High than Cain, and that's why I think Cain was rejected. Next scripture, verse 5. By faith, and we understand. I did a video on faith. Our faith is surety, is knowing. You know what I'm saying? The heathen's faith is abstract, symbological, all that mythological BS, all that's not of Israel. All right. You can read Psalm 1. Be like a tree planted by the rivers of waters. We can go outside. It's tangible. That's what I mean when I say, we have a surety in knowing. We know. We have evidence. We have proof. By faith, Enoch was taken away so that he did not see death. We know he was translated and was taken, and God had taken him. Translated, basically. For before he was taken, he had his testimony that he pleased God. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is the rewarder of those who diligently seek him. We must have surety. You cannot halfway your prayers. You must have surety just in your prayers, because you've known the evidence in these scriptures, in the Tanakh, in the Torah. All right. Various things in the New Testament, in the modern times today. The miracles he's done in your life. You have surety in that, right? You have surety that you're still breathing, right? All praises, man. So, verse 7. By faith, Noah, being divinely warned of things not yet seen, because Noah had the surety. Once again, surety. He's seen that these people were wicked. All right. He's being warned of these things not yet seen, There's a comma, right? That means suppose. That's why I'm pausing a lot. Moved with godly fear. Read that again. Moved with godly fear. So there's a separation between a regular fear and a godly fear. I made you look into that. Prepared an ark for the saving of his household. And that's what we gotta do spiritually and physically. And how do we do that spiritually? Build an ark. We build righteousness. We build righteousness. We see ourselves. We see the Torah in our reflection, man. We test ourselves, basically. We evaluate ourselves, man. Make sure we're on point, man. Clean out, every rugged thing that's hindering us, man. Let's go. By which he condemned the world and became heir of righteousness, which according to faith. By faith, Abraham obeyed when he was called to go out to the place which he had received an inheritance, because he believed in the signs the Most High gave him in them skies to direct himself, man. And he went out, not knowing where he was going. Verse 9, but by faith he dwelt in the land of promise, as in a foreign country, dwelling in the tents with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. And this is where Israel comes to play. You can get to that land spiritually first, internally, mentally. How do you get to the land of milk and honey, man? Spiritually, man. You get into that counsel, man. You start to believe and have faith and surety in what you heard and seen. Verse 10, for he waited for the city which has foundation, whose builder and maker is God. By faith, Sarah herself also received strength to conceive seed, and she bore a child when she was past the age, because she judged him faithful who had promised. You want to know what's wrong with Israel? There it is, man. We don't have the surety in the Most High. We lost favor. And I wouldn't say favor in the Most High sight, in the sense of, I guess we did, because we are, how to put it, man. I would say yes, we did lose favor, but at the same time, we didn't, because the Most High is still, is there when we need him, man. But I'm saying as a nation, we did lose favor in the sight. But individually, we have it. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, from one man, and him as good as dead, were born as many as the stars of the sky, and the multitude innumerable as the sand and sea which is by the seashore. And we know that represents Israel, because we're as the sand and sea, as Hosea speaks about. These all died in faith, not have receiving the promises, but have seen them afar off, but were assured of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. For those who speak these things declare plainly that they seek a homeland, and truly they have called to mind a country which they have come out, they would have opportunity to return. But now they desire better. That is a heavenly country. Therefore God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he had prepared for them a city. By faith, Abraham, when he was tested, offered up Isaac, and who would have received the promises, offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said, in Isaac shall thy seed be called. And we know that's Jacob and Esau, but it was called Jacob. Concluding, God was able to raise him up even from the dead, from which he received him in a figurative sense. By faith, Abraham blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. By faith, Jacob, when he was dying, blessed each of the sons of Joseph and worshipped, leaning on his staff, the top of his staff. So what? And as I read, when Jacob was dying, he did bless each of the sons of Joseph, Ephraim, and Manasseh. By faith, Joseph, when he was dying, made mention of the departure of the children of Israel and gave instructions concerning his bones. By faith, Moses, when he was born, was hidden 3 months by his parents, because they saw he was a beautiful child, and they were not afraid of the king's command. That's the faith we gotta have, the surety to not be afraid. What's that scripture? Walk by faith and not by sight. It's always sometimes, not physically saying it, but you kind of have that vibe or aura, about it. And part 2 is coming. I left off on verse 23, so I'll read 24 to the rest of the chapter later on today. But that's just what I wanted to get out and bring out. I hope brothers got edified. And y'all take care, be blessed, man. And this, I want to do these simple lessons because this is like encouragement for Israel, and it's elevation or else, man. I've been saying it, man. Saying the truth of the scripture, you know what I'm saying, and just bringing it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Not being scared, man. Not being fearful of certain demons that come against you, and I will never forget, man. That's the whole thing about the series, man. But with that, Shalom.